Matt. Nothing much to cover. I think we're done with our ISDA. Do you guys have any question before we go for a break?
No, sir. It was easy.
It is easy. पढ़ने की जरूरत है, it is easy.
Basically, what ISDA is and advantages यही cover करना है, मतलब basic question तो मुझे यही दिखे थे, isn't it?
Right.
And और कुछ है तो आप बता दो कि हम
नहीं, I
additionally
think
कर
this
लेंगे,
this is
उतना
all.
उतना ही कर लेंगे.
This is all.
बाकी वर्किंग का जहाँ तक हिसाब है वो तो दैट्स सिंपल, दैट कि अमेंडमेंट नहीं कर सकते ऊपर है, वंस फाइनल इज फाइनल, वही जो आपने लिखा था उसकी टर्म कर लेंगे.
Absolutely, absolutely.
और एंड बस इतना ही था, मेरे को कुछ याद नहीं आ रहा.
Anything from the group?
No, sir.
Okay. So let's from here we'll take a break of 20 minutes. Just ensure all of you are back by 3. ठीक है guys?
Yes, sir.
Chalo. Thank you.
थैंक यू.
Cheers.
Okay, sir.
Hi everyone. Okay, who all are back? Please call out your name.
Yes, sir.
Joavna, one.
Roshan.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Nancy.
Roshan, Nancy,
Prashant.
Prashant,
Yes,
thanks.
sir.
Anisha, thanks. Abhishek, Harshit, Prerak, Shailja.
सर हर्षित ने मैसेज किया कि उसके कनेक्शन में कुछ एरर आ रहा है, तो रिकनेक्ट करने की कोशिश कर रहा है.
Okay, Harshit. Okay, what about Abhishek? You're there.
Yes, sir.
Shailja, Prerak. शैलजा का ऑडियो कनेक्ट नहीं हो रहा है. प्रेरक, you also dropped off. Okay, let's wait for another 30 seconds, then we'll start. Guys, so far ISDA में do you have any questions?
No, sir.
During your assessment, guys, ध्यान रखना what is ISDA advantages and disadvantages. What is master service agreement? What are the different sections of master service agreement? Schedule, CSA, confirmation, ISDA definitions. इन सारी चीजों पे ज्यादा फोकस रखना.
सर एक बार लेवल 2 के सारे टॉपिक्स दिखा दीजिए, आपने MS एक्सेल में लिख रखे हैं.
Sure. We have our. We started with trade life cycle, followed by corporate action. Third was asset management. Then we had stock borrowing and lending. Then we did collateral management. Then we did reconciliation. Then we did functional flow of instrument, financial instruments. Then we did ISDA, and the last one is we are starting the reference data and its role in operations.
ये फंक्शनल फ्लो ऑफ फाइनेंशियल इंस्ट्रूमेंट वाला कौन सा है सर? ओपन करना एक बार इसे.
Girl, we talked about what are the different sources, exchanges, multilateral trading facilities, MTF. याद आ गया?
Yes, sir.
ओके
अच्छा,
ओके.
पर इसकी स्लाइड्स नहीं है.
है ना? LMS पे.
हाँ, LMS पे स्लाइड्स नहीं है इसकी.
LMS पे slides नहीं यार. Somebody just drop me a text मैं से search करके I'll send it to you.
Okay.
ओके.
Guys, yes, no, maybe, please answer. I am talking to the group here.
सर आपकी आवाज नहीं आई. क्या बोला आपने?
I said, so far, do you have any question? जो भी whatever I told you.
No,
नो
sir.
सर.
No, sir.
No, sir.
No, sir.
यही सुनना चाहता. Okay. Now we are starting with the last topic of level 2, which is my reference data and its role in operational risk. Right? Guys, this is important. All of you must know what is reference data, right? What we are going to cover is the reference data and its impact on the financial service industry, a deeper understanding of reference data and reference data system, reference data challenges, operational risk management in financial service industry, understanding the role of reference data in effective operational risk management, effect of Basel norms, right? Uh, Mitigation operational risk by improving data management system. Conclusion. Okay. All of you must know. Okay. During our discussions on collateral management and reconciliation, we talked about the external sources. When we talked about external sources, we talked about the Bloomberg, Thomson Reuters. No, not Thomson Reuters. There was one Bloomberg, the other one was, we had another one, right? Which are providing us the market data. These are the data providers. Do you remember it? We discussed about the Bloomberg, what sort of
Yes,
data does
sir.
Bloomberg, right? Bloomberg is one of the organizations that provides the independent real-time data for the market. And let's say for all the corporate actions, they have the real-time data available with them. So that's where the details which we buy from which we as a financial institution or the financial companies buy from the Bloomberg and other service providers, right? We rely on them, right? Because that is one of the trustworthy source we consider. One, whenever we talk about the importance of reference data, especially in financial service industry, अभी आपने level 1 पढ़ लिया, level 2 almost पढ़ लिया. When you talk about speculation, when you talk about arbitrage, when you talk about hedging, right? ये तीन purpose से you get into the trading mode to make profit, to cover your
Yes,
risk,
sir.
right?
Yes, sir.
Till the time you do not have the exact data, can you do the speculations?
No, sir.
तो क्या नहीं माने, हवा में तो कोई भी कर सकता है. But when you say you are coming with data, what is the source of the data? Is it normal general which is available on Google, which you and I can modify at any point of time or upload it, right? Or can we rely on somebody who's a trustworthy in providing the accurate data, right? So that's where in our speculation, hedging, arbitrage, everything, my reference data plays a big role. Who provides me this sort of data? Let's say I'm taking an example of, let's say, Bloomberg again. Real-time accurate data that we get. What is the use? I am taking any strategic decision. I am providing any portfolio management services. I am taking any required decision for my clients. These are institutional clients. And in order to take the decision, I need some data source wherein I can rely on. That's where I will get into this reference data management system, right? Uh, that is one, a little bit of overview. Second, in our operation management, whenever we talk about operations, the activities wherein the manual intervention is required, or that may be done by the robots or the humans, right? What sort of activities which are done in order to fulfill those activities wherever the data that we require, that falls under our reference data management, right? All of you should know this is the basic. अभी हम आगे डिटेल में थोड़ा थोड़ा डिटेल में अपना स्टार्ट करते हैं. Okay. Guys, in this reference data, there is nothing much that I will have to explain, but I'll still try to cover by the slides. Because most of the stuff that you need to read it. Okay. If you see the major problem areas relating to the market, MIFID, and reference data can be grouped into the general areas, instruments, parties, markets, venue, and miscellaneous. What is the full form of MiFID? एक second hold करना है यार. Just a minute. Guys. Hey, sorry guys, I got a call from Gitika. I think she was just looking for some of the opportunities. Harshit, have you shared your resume with Gitika and Anshul? Harshit ने join कर लिया ना अभी? I do not see Harshit yet. Guys, am I audible to you guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Okay, so in this reference data, the one that I was talking about, right? So when we talk about MiFID, right? So there were different issues when we were talking about from the implementation of MiFID. So that's the reason based on these problematic areas. So the data was bifurcated uh, amongst various groups like instruments, instrument wise, equity, preference, different type of preference, bonds, different types of bonds, what different parties who need it, markets, venue, market wise, and other miscellaneous data, right? If you see the basic, okay, the Basel Committee on Banking Supervision, has formally recognized the importance of considering operational risk. Okay, whenever we talk about the Basel, now it's Basel 3 that's in picture. Basel 2, 3 that was in discussion. Okay, so Basel is something. Uh, जितने भी हमारे रिस्क फ्रॉड्स वगैरह होते हैं ना, in order to cover or in order to cover those frauds, so the Basel committee that passes the different regulations or different policies in order to ensure or to cover the risk, right? So Basel Committee on Banking Supervision, BCBS, has formally recognized the importance of considering operational risk along with the market and credit risk in adequately managed risk of financial enterprise. Obviously, whenever we talk about any financial industry, be it a bank, be it any other financial institution, right, or institutional investor, so whenever it comes to money, that has to be, all the companies has to be extra cautious because they are investing money, or they are just because to save themselves from the other risks. Regulators and financial institutions have realized in order to mitigate operational risk, now they are focusing more on operational risk. Data quality and accuracy has to be improved. Whether you are taking any of the decision, your data has to be ensured. I'll start giving you very basic examples. In our normal corporate industry, we have to prepare certain documents for the clients. Let's say in one of the work type that we have, performance reporting, right? Whenever you do prepare some portfolio, and a portfolio का result announce करने के लिए you do some work wherein you have to analyze the portfolio, that if your portfolio is performing well, which are the securities which are causing, or which are the securities which are helping the portfolio to perform well, and if your portfolio is not performing well, which are the securities which are causing or which are just fluctuating very much, and because of that the portfolio is not performing well. So this is called performance reporting. In order to do monitor that, you need systems which are giving you the exact detail. अगर आपके सिस्टम आपको एग्जैक्ट डिटेल नहीं दे पा रहे हैं, in that case you will not be able to take appropriate decision कि यार मेरे को अपनी इन्वेस्टमेंट स्ट्रैटेजी चेंज करने की जरूरत है या नहीं है. आपको आपने 15, you created one portfolio, you selected 20 assets, right? And out of those 20 assets, you just realize कि यार सिर्फ 5 assets है which are working very well, other बाकी की 15 assets है they're not performing well, right? And in order to take that decision, you want to know the measurement, you want to know which all are these 15 assets, right? So you need some data. In order to get that data, you need your systems to be smart enough, right? अगर आपके पास वो data ही नहीं होगा तो how will you change your investment strategy? That's where your data management that plays a big role. This is all called because of this and how will you get the data? Somebody from your team will give you the data, right? If somebody from your team is giving you the data, that is called the operational work, right? In order to do the operational work, you need the systems, you need advanced technology, you need people with the right skill set, right? That's where operational risk plays a big role here. Operations plays a big role here, right? So that you have the data quality, accuracy, and you could take the required decision accordingly. Since approximately 70% of all data used in capital market transactions is reference data, faulty reference data is the major component of operational risk. आपके पास जो डिटेल आ रही है, जिस डिटेल्स के बेसिस पर वो डेटा बनाएगा, वो डिटेल ही गलत है तो आपके पास राइट पिक्चर कैसे आएगी? That becomes the biggest false or the clause or the reason when we say to take the decision. The key element for successful financial transactions are accurate information and reliable communication technology. Information required reference data can be classified as static or dynamic. There are two types of data. One is your static data, one is your dynamic data. Static data refers to the data elements which have unalterable characteristics such as financial product specification and expiration dates. Like bond, आपका bond कब issue हुआ, कितना percentage पे, this is your static data which cannot be changed till the maturity period. The other one is your dynamic data. Dynamic itself नाम खुद बोलता है, it's a dynamic data. The rate of equity is changing dynamically, right? So that's a bit, that's the reason we use this data as dynamic. Reference data refers to variable data such as closing and historical prices of any asset. Clear so far?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Boys, can you please reply, or do I every time need to call out?
Sir, I said yes.
बोल दिया करो यार. Okay, now you see this chart will make your life more easy. When you say financial transactions are based on the information and technology, technology नहीं होगी सारी मेहनत खराब, information correct incorrect होगी सारी मेहनत खराब. In order to get the correct information, that information is further divided by the static data and the dynamic data. This static and dynamic data is called the reference data, जिसके basis पर you are proceeding, right? Now dynamic data, periodic or corporate event driven changes, or calendar data, credit rating, closing price. This is your dynamic data which keeps on changing. Static data, financial products and their specification, terms and conditions, जो मैंने bond का example दिया, trade counterparties and supply chain participants involved in the transaction, processing file cycle and their physical location. This is the normally a static data which cannot be changed. Reference data, आगे चलते हैं क्योंकि इसमें ज़्यादा आपको पढ़ने वाली ज़रूरत है. Okay, what in case the reference data that you are using, whether it is the dynamic data or the static data, whenever you are using the reference data, right? If you are getting if your reference data is incorrect, will lead to your monetary loss, will lead to the high labor cost or the transactional and system failure, right? So faulty reference data will miscalculated values जो भी decision लेना चाहते हो, because the data is incorrect, so you cannot take the right decision. One. Second, the misidentified product. When you do not have the right data, you will not be able to take the right decision which product to identify. Third, anonymous supply chain partners, right? When we say that means the details which you are getting, the reference data that you are referring from, by basis which you are reaching out to your multiple vendors, if you do not have the right data, obviously आप गलत ही detail, गलत चीजों की supply, demand and supply करोगे. That's the main purpose. What is the reason you get the incorrect data? Which may, for because of these things, right? You may have your monetary loss, high labor costs and transaction and system failure. Obviously, at the end of the day, all your financial industry is working, right? Or the maximum time, the details based on which you are taking certain decisions, you're making your strategies, you're taking other valuable decisions, is just all because of your data. If you have the right data, you will be able to take the right decision. If you do not have the right data set, obviously at the end of the day, all your strategies, all your hard work goes fail. Okay. Reference data and its impact on the financial service industry. In short, whenever we talk about the reference data has always driven investment decisions, which we discussed: transaction processing, back office operations, securities, administration, accounting, compliance, and reporting. At the end of the day, if you do not, okay, front office, you book an order for 1,000 shares to buy 1,000 shares. Back office, you bought 1,000 shares, right? You did a reconciliation. When you are preparing reconciliation, you had half of the information. Will you be able to close your reconciliations? Will you be able to close your books?
No, sir.
Reason? Because you do not have the full information. Or let's say you had the information, that information is not correct. Okay, so verbally आपको बताया and you relied on that information. Will you be able to close your books on time? No. If you close your books on time during your audit, all your controls will go fail. One, accounting. For all the decision that you are taking, or for all the action that you are taking, trading decisions, right? For everything that has to be accounted properly. If it is not accounted properly, that means at the end of the day, you do not have the correct information. चलो ट्रेडिंग की बात करते हैं, इंटरनल बुक्स की बात करते हैं. आपने अकाउंटिंग एंट्रीज गलत करी, अगर आपने अकाउंटिंग एंट्रीज गलत करी तो आपका ट्रायल बैलेंस गलत बनेगा. आपका सबसे पहले जनरल अकाउंटिंग, आपका जितने भी आपने लेजर से, आपका जनरल लेजर में जाती है, जनरल लेजर से आपका ट्रायल बैलेंस बनता है, ट्रायल बैलेंस से आपकी रिकंसिलेशंस बनती है, राइट. रिकंसिलेशन में आपको पता चलता है कि हाँ भी जो डिसीजन आप, सॉरी गो अहेड. सो ट्रायल बैलेंस से आपने रिकंसिलेशन बनाई, रिकंसिलेशन से आपको पता चलता है कि यार जो डिसीजन आप लोग ले रहे हैं, जो भी आप लोगों ने अपनी बुक्स में एंट्रीज पोस्ट की हैं, आर दिस एंट्रीज वैलिड और नॉट, राइट. उसके बाद आपका ट्रायल बैलेंस के बाद आपका देन यू मूव टू द पीएनएल अकाउंट. ट्रेडिंग अकाउंट से अपना पीएनएल अकाउंट, ट्रायल बैलेंस के बाद अपना प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस अकाउंट से जाते हैं, प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस अकाउंट्स के बाद देन फाइनली यू मूव ऑन टू द बैलेंस शीट, राइट. अगर आपके पास आपकी अकाउंटिंग ही गलत करी है तो आपको लगता है कि आपको बैलेंस शीट आपको सही मिलेगी? ओवरऑल दैट इज द पर्पस दैट दे वांट टू से. इफ यू वांट टू टेक योर इन्वेस्टमेंट डिसीजन के लिए what you want, you have to rely on the external sources, external data. That's one. Second, transaction processing. In order to do any sort of transaction, your system has to be smart or good enough that they give you all the data accurately. Back office operations, right? Whatever action that has been taken, everything has to be stored, recorded properly, so that while submitting or calculating your financial position, you have the exact details with you. Securities administration. What is administration work? Administration work will be किसको किस टाइम पर डिविडेंड अनाउंस करना है, हु इज द करंट ओनर ऑफ एनी सिक्योरिटी, किसको किस रेशियो में डिविडेंड्स देना है, कब डिविडेंड्स अनाउंस करना, दैट इज ऑल योर एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन वर्क. क्लियरिंग टाइम पर, क्लियरिंग एंड सेटलमेंट टाइम पर, what sort of information that you need to provide to the clearing houses, that is the administration work. Accounting, whatever transaction that you are doing, that has to be accounted properly. Compliance, whatever activity, accounting activities that you are doing, that has to be as per the compliance policies, right? And reporting, how the reporting is happening. This all are your operational activities. Investment decision, front office has decided, but in order to take any investment decision, that for that you need the data. और डिसीजन के लिए और डेटा के लिए, एग्जैक्ट रिपोर्टिंग के लिए नंबर्स आपको कौन देता है? दैट इज द बैक ऑफिस ऑपरेशन. सो ऑल दिस डिटेल दैट दे रेफरिंग टू, दैट कम्स टू फ्रॉम द बैक ऑफिस, फ्रॉम द ऑपरेशंस. And from operations, in order to perform the operation, you need the right set of data. Are we clear, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Okay, reference data definition in the financial industry. Reference data categories. Okay, पढ़ लेना. There is nothing that I need to explain here. Information, जैसे अगर आप securities and their issues की बात करते हैं, numerical codes, trading in, अगर आप okay, अभी थोड़े जो basic चीजें I can just touch upon here. When we talk about reference data, securities में, let's say numeric codes for trading instruments such as international securities, ISIN number, national. Okay, now what are the different types of reference data? First, securities. How do you identify आपका आपको Reliance के स्टॉक खरीदने हैं या let's say Dell के? For every security there is a unique identification number. Yes, that unique identification is number is your security. That is one of your reference data. अब जब आप अपने trading के लिए जाते हैं, that becomes one of your reference data. Accounting, prices and corporate actions. Descriptive information on trading instrument including coupon rates, maturities, restrictions and ex-dividends. When we talk about accounting, prices and corporate action के लिए सारी की सारी चीजें आपको कहाँ से मिलेंगी? आपको कंपनी से. कंपनी आपको डायरेक्ट तो इन्फॉर्मेशन देगी नहीं. सो आपके पास यू हैव टू रिलाई ऑन सम एक्सटर्नल डेटा. ब्लूमबर्ग को डेटा कहाँ से मिलता है? वो कंपनी से. ब्लूमबर्ग pays to get the pays to companies to provide the details, right? That becomes your another set of data, reference data. Third, legal entity identifiers for ownership, structure and hierarchies. Legal entity identifiers, LEI, right? for ownership structures and hierarchy details. Global sector code identifiers. Let's say if you are doing any international trading, what sort of codes that you need to use. Trade specific information with respect to trading and settlement locations. अभी हम करते हैं ना, we select the broker कि यार हम कौन से custodian के through अपना trade execute करेंगे, what sort of securities that you want to buy or sell. हर एक broker का एक code होता है, हर security का एक code होता है, right? All these details comes under your reference data, right? Corporate customer and counterparties and their trading delivery instructions. Standing settlement instruction, how they are sending the standing settlement instruction, level of instrument, funds and markets, client counterparty identified, for all sort of details which relates to your trading and financial industry. Reference data plays a big role there. Asset management information, corporate action data such as acquisition, merger and stock split. कहाँ से मिलती है आपको सारी चीजें? ये सारी की सारी चीजें आपको मिलती है रेफरेंस डेटा से. Bye bye. Go inside. Hi. Right. So that's where some of the reference data is underlying transaction data. So another example these guys have given. Example of financial reference data items. Issue identified. Issue मतलब जो अभी stock ISIN का बताया था. QCIP that is used in US. CIDOL used in UK. ISIN is normally it's in India. RIC code. It's a routers symbol. Exchange के लिए होता है. Exchange of market. Market traded on MIC. Type of security, common, preferred. You all know this, right? What are the type of security? Common stock है, preferred stock है, corporate action है, municipal है, option है, future commodity swap. What sort of security is it? Terms and condition, maturity. What sort of agreement that you are getting into? Agree free trade है, right? Yeah, if it is a derivative, maturity, expiration date, conversion date and rate, sinking fund provision, deliverable equivalent, the reset date and all. Credit rating, what sort of agency credit rating these companies have, which is provided by S&P, Moody's and all, right? Customer identification and counterparty data. Department, fund trading, SWIFT, what sort of SWIFT code or the company specific. जैसे हमारा उनका हर एक बैंक का अपना अपना एक वो होता है, IS कौन सा नंबर होता है? First five
IFSC code.
Sorry?
IFSC code.
IFSC code, right? That is also the specified, right? That is also IFSC code is also a type of your reference data. जब आप अपना सेटलमेंट के लिए अपने बैंकिंग इंस्ट्रक्शन दे रहे हैं तो IFSC कोड you must provide, right? Again becomes your reference data. Accounting valuation and collateral prices, historical prices, time series, volatility, correlation, everything becomes your reference data. Corporate action, stock split, proxy, notification, merger, tender, again sort of your reference data. Calendar information, holiday expiration of contract date, everything guys, whatever we have learned so far, right? In order to execute any detail, any transaction, any trade, in order to take any strategic decision, you all need the specific data, and that data is called the reference data. That data can further be divided into two types. One becomes your static data, the other one becomes your dynamic data. Okay, now you see operational risk has generally become understood to mean the risk of loss of inadequate or failed internal processes, people and system in form of external events. What is the risk? Operational risk due to the incorrect or faulty data. ठीक है ना? सबसे पहले major causes of trade failure, lack of automation. Automation तभी possible हो सकती है when you have the data directly flowing from another system. ठीक है? This becomes your risk. If अगर ये बताओ आज के टाइम पर T+2 पहले होता था T+30, T+20, 20 से 25 दिन 30 दिन लगते थे एक ट्रेड को सेटल होने में. Today it takes T+2. It is all because of automation. Yes, no?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes. अगर automation नहीं होगी, why automation has become possible? Because we have standardization. We know, have instructed our system कि यहाँ भी सारी details standardize है, यहाँ से यहाँ flow करेंगी. That's the reason automation became possible. अगर मेरी instructions or other information are not standardized, do you think the automation can take place? No. That's the reason lack of automation becomes the major causes for trade failure. Data sitting across different silos across the trade life cycle. OTC trade, why it is not automated? Because every transaction is different, every contract is different and customized. That's the reason OTC trades में मेरा automation नहीं है. Vis-a-vis, if I talk about exchange traded trade, yes, all these trades are automated. Why? Because we have standardization opportunities and standardization is there. That's the reason. Because मेरा automation क्यों नहीं हो पा रहा है? Because data मेरा अलग-अलग silos में अलग-अलग जगह पर पड़ा है, which is not at a central place. So I cannot automate it. End result, trade failure. Lack of standards. Obviously, lack of standard means data is not in the standard format. Discrepancy result from manual entry because nothing is automated and everything is manual. So yes, discrepancies raise. Redundant storage, कुछ सामान यहाँ रखा है, कुछ सामान वहाँ रखा है, so there is nothing centralized stored. Again issue. Inconsistent business rule across an organization. Obviously standardization नहीं है तो हर कोई अपने अपने हिसाब से चलेगा, तो फिर automation कैसे होगी? Automation नहीं होगा तो basically अलग-अलग, if it is manual, so the trade failures, the chances of trade failure becomes high. Second, how faulty reference data affects the transaction. अभी तो उन्होंने बताया कि भाई ट्रेड फेलियर के क्या क्या रीजन है. Now second they are saying how faulty reference data affects a transaction. Faulty reference data quality problem cause more than 45% on all trade exceptions. मेरे पास डेटा ही सही नहीं होगा तो all trade मेरे प्रॉब्लम करेगा. 30% of trade fails to settle due to erroneous reference data. मेरे पास जो मैंने when I made a trade उसके हिसाब से मेरी वैल्यू थी 10 और एक्चुअली उसकी मार्केट वैल्यू थी 10.5. So जब सेटलमेंट की बारी आई, so obviously trade will go fail because of the erroneous reference data. Faulty corporate action cost 1.6 billion to 8 billion per year globally. Faulty corporate action का मतलब because of whenever I told you, whenever corporate action announces, उससे पहले आपके stock price की value fluctuate होती है, which becomes high on a higher side, right? अगर आपका corporate action की details information is incorrect, you will be at loss. और इसके लिए penalty, your custodians, your brokers has to pay, they have to pay a very big penalty. So they are saying every year for incorrect corporate action के लिए details के लिए the penalty becomes between 1.6 to 8 billion, 1.6 billion to 8 billion globally. Why? Because that's the reason my reference data becomes so important, especially during your corporate actions. An annual loss of 30 million to 300 million to 700 million to the fund managers industry worldwide because of this incorrect or faulty reference data. That's the reason reference data becomes very important. So simple bolte hain. If we want to take the right decision, we should have right set of data. In order to have right set of data, we should have right set of partners. They can provide us the right set of data. What are the different source of operational risk in the financial institution? Transaction workflow, asset pricing, payment processing, technology, decision making, back office. Operational risk due to faults. Sources of operational risk. What are the different sources? कौन सी ऐसी जगह पर है सबसे ज्यादा ऑपरेशनल रिस्क हो सकते हैं? ये सारी जगह पर. बैक ऑफिस ऑपरेशन, रिकॉर्ड कीपिंग, अकाउंटिंग एंट्री गलत हुई, मेरे इनकरेक्ट इन्फॉर्मेशन होगी. ट्रांजैक्शन वर्कफ्लो, मेरा सिस्टम is not appropriate कि मेरा पूरा workflow A to B, B to C जाना चाहिए, A to C जा रहा है. So another मेरा risk. Asset pricing, with the price which I added in the system, the price which is showing off, or that is all manual. Instead of automated, it is manual, becomes problem, operational risk. Payment processing, 10,000 देने थे 1 लाख दे दिया, 1 लाख देना था 10,000 दे दिया. payment processing. Technology, my systems are not advanced. Again, operational risk. Decision making, I am taking decision based on the incorrect data that I have. Again, becomes my operational risk. Clear, hai, guys?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Yes, sir.
Basel 3 on risk management. Okay, so Basel committee just basically just works on providing the exposure to mitigate your risk, right? So now the Basel 3 is there, right? So they are saying Basel 3 is basically focusing on 5 things. आपने ना वो सुना होगा, I'm not sure, Six Sigma projects. Six Sigma projects based on this DMAIC methodology. Define, measure, analyze, DMAIC, DMAIC. Define, measure, analyze, I see, identify, and control. Right? Defining means this is called identified. सबसे पहले issue identify करो है क्या. उस issue का measure करो कि उसका impact कितना है. छोटा है तो अपने efforts मत डालो. बड़ा है तो just make sure that it is not impacting you. मॉनिटर, मेजर, सबसे पहले आइडेंटिफाई, मेजर, उसके बाद जो भी आप कर रहे हो बेसिकली उसे मॉनिटर करो कि कितने टाइम तक ये ऐसी प्रॉब्लम चल रही है. देन कंट्रोल एंड मिटिगेटिंग, देन ट्राई टू कंट्रोल, प्रोवाइड, जस्ट इम्प्लीमेंट एनफ रूल्स और चेकलिस्ट टू इंश्योर वो चीजें आपके डिसीजन में इम्पैक्ट ना करें, एंड साइड बाय साइड कीप मॉनिटरिंग इट, राइट? और जो भी आपके रेगुलर, जो भी वट एवर द एक्शन दैट यू आर टेकिंग, दैट यू रिपोर्ट इट रेगुलर, दैट इज अ फॉर्म ऑफ योर रिस्क मैनेजमेंट एज पर Basel 3. क्लियर है?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
I'll give you a basic example here. Taking decision. आपने, you are an investment manager, you want to take the investment decision, you are relying on the data, right? आप देख रहे हो कि from last few months that the decision that you are taking, वो decisions are not working. Why? Then you try to do some analysis. सबसे पहले आपने चेक करा यार, अच्छा प्रॉब्लम कहाँ पर, प्रॉब्लम है मेरे पास जो डिसीजन ले रहा हूँ ना मैं, the investment decision that I'm taking, I'm not able to just take the right advantage of my decision. वो decision गलत जा रहे हैं. So you identified कि decision गलत हो रहे हैं. Identified का आपने check करा, measure करा, decision लेने का तरीका गलत क्यों हो रहे हैं. You checked, किया, measurement किया, आपने check कराया जो data था आपका, data गलत use हो रहा है. In order to, फिर आपने, then what you did, you started using the right data and then you started doing a monitoring activities. Then based on the right, it's the same set of data, you started monitoring exactly क्या data गलत था या मेरी investment strategy गलत थी. You started monitoring both ways. Third, now you got to know यार incorrect data की वजह से मेरे सारे investment decisions गलत जा रहे हैं. Now you bought the, let's say Bloomberg, so you bought the license and now you're using the data, right data. अभी जो आपने कंट्रोल इंप्लीमेंट करा कि आपने ब्लूमबर्ग से जो डेटा लेके इन्वेस्टमेंट डिसीजन ले रहे हैं, नाउ यू स्टार्टेड मॉनिटरिंग इट कि बेसिस द करेक्ट डेटा, नाउ द डिसीजन दैट आई एम टेकिंग, इज इट गिविंग मी द राइट रिजल्ट्स. इफ यस, गलती मेरी वहीं पर थी, तो नाउ गोइंग फॉरवर्ड आई वी नीड टू इंश्योर व्हाट सॉर्ट ऑफ डेटा दैट वी नीड टू यूज, राइट? एंड मेक श्योर यू डू द रेगुलर रिपोर्टिंग अकॉर्डिंगली. This calls the entire project that you guys do. So Basel 3 is basically focusing on these 5 parameters. Identifying, guys, can be a part of your interview, can be a part of your assessment. What are the risk management of Basel 3? Identifying, measuring, monitoring, controlling, mitigating, and reporting. Is that clear to all of you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, yeah.
We just discussed. I did it. 8 areas to focus on before starting the reference data initiative. Data distribution services, data governance. सबसे पहले ये बहुत अच्छी तरह से पढ़ लेना guys. throughout your life. This will help you. I'm telling you, you will be a part of any multinational company, you will be a part of any captive, you will be a part of any bank, right? This data management will always play a big role in your day-to-day life. इसे अच्छी तरह समझ गए तो सारी प्रॉब्लम सॉर्ट आउट हो जाएंगी. Data distribution services, how the content of the distribution is determined, how the downstream consumers establish the data needs, what is the set of tools which data distribution requests are handled. सबसे पहले data distribution services, आपके पास data कहाँ से आ रहा है और data की quality क्या है. Number one, data governance, जो भी आप लोगों के पास data आ रहा है, how is the new reference data introduced, how the changes administered, how the services provided a new downstream consumers. सबसे second बात, सबसे पहले आपका data आ कहाँ से रहा है, उस डेटा को हाउ आर वी इंश्योरिंग कि वो डेटा जो आपके पास आ रहा है दैट इज गुड इनफ. यू डू अ रेगुलर गवर्नेंस. गवर्नेंस का मतलब रेगुलर मैनेजमेंट मीटिंग टू इंश्योर द डिटेल्स दैट यू हैव आर राइट, and based on the details the decision that you guys are taking are appropriate. And the data quality management, the data that you are getting from your external sources, what is the quality of the data, how can you ensure the quality of the data based on the decisions that you take, and then you compare your data with other sources. Data repositories. Repository is one of the biggest thing. जो भी आपके पास data आता है, how are you ensuring that data is safe, is not leaking here and there, it is with the system and with the organization. Data repository. Downstream consumer becomes, let's say if you are the central head office से details सारी teams को जाती हैं, so your other teams become your downstream consumers. How your details are used there. So that's where how the service level agreement is established within the regard content and the quality of each of the data consumer who is using what terms. Like जैसे Bloomberg है, Bloomberg से आपने लाइसेंस लिया, वो आपको सारी सर्विसेज थोड़ी दे देगा एक लाइसेंस पर. So you have to buy. Okay, yeah, for this, for all these, so I need all these type of services. So Bloomberg will give you that license कि यार you can use all these services, right? Then उसके बाद integration layer, how do the upstream sources like vendor introduce their information into the reference data? How do you integrate? Whenever we use the word integrate, आपका internal system or external system, how will they talk? What is the technology that you are using? That's integration. KPI stands for key performance indicator. KPI and change management, when you are using a new data set, ensuring that your people in your organization, they use it well, and based on the data you do well, right? How are the changing business requirements and priorities handled? What is the impact of the and upstream sources? How is the reference data being introduced into the production environment, like in your company, and for the people who will be using the data? These are very, very good details, guys. Conclusion. Nothing else that I need to explain from my side. For this, specifically for this reference data, guys, tomorrow when we will have the last session, which will be a recap of all the level 2, because coming Saturday will be your assessment. पहले हमने Sunday को assessment करना था, but I thought that will be too early. I just want to give you last chance. Please go through everything, whatever we have done in our level 2. And in case you have any further question for level 1 as well, because level 2 के जो सवाल होंगे, I'll also try to include some of the level 1 questions, right? And next Saturday we will have our level 2 assessment, final assessment. Is that clear?
Okay, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So
Yes, sir.
at last, what are the different topics which we covered? We talked about the trade life cycle, corporate action, asset management, stock borrowing and lending, collateral management, functional flow of instruments, reconciliation, reference data, ISDA. These are the topics which we have covered, right? 9 topics we had. Just ensure you have tomorrow's opportunity. to ask all your questions, because coming weekend will be your assessment. Guys, please ensure. I know there's a pandemic, right? People are facing a lot of health issues, right? But let's try to just close it, because if level 2 people who will not be able to make it for level 2, please ensure you write an email to Damini and Anshul, right? That what are the reasons that you will not be able to appear for the level 2 assessment, and then accordingly we'll have to just take it up. Whatever document these guys will ask, you will have to provide it to them. But I wish for everyone's just wellness, and please take care of yourself. Take out some time to study, and tomorrow let's come up with as many questions as we can. And I really want, if I have a question, my group will answer it first rather than I answer every question. Did I make
Okay,
myself clear, guys?
yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Chalo yaar, all the best. Please take care. Bye. See you tomorrow. Take care, guys.
Okay, sir.
Okay,
Bye bye.
sir.
Okay,
Thank
sir.
you. You too.